Tarantulas, tarantulas, everybody loves tarantulas. If there's a piece of fuzz where your hamster was, it's probably because of tarantulas. Okay, hello. We're back. For now, we'll be gone again. Hello, it's me, Winston Webster, a gaming garden spider at your service. But please, just call me Dubs. Everybody does. And I haven't been able to stream very often. It's been so busy, it's been chock-a-block. I haven't even been able to get onto my PC, let alone stream. It's just so frustrating. But okay, I have found enough time in my schedule to squeeze in a short 1 hour stream today. So we'll do this. We'll go back to Face Day Night. Because it's another heat wave, and as you can see, we're back to PNG dubs to lighten the load on my poor suffering potato. And then after the stream, I'll be gone for another week, unfortunately, because there's so much going on I gotta do. Life, alas, gets in the way. I just want to play my video games, guys. I just don't want to play my video games. Why must they hurt me in this way? Yeah. But anyway, yeah, it's just been chock-a-block. So, let's make the most of the short time that we have available to us today. So, Sitrep, what happened last time? It's been so long, I've forgotten. I think we learned that from the storyline point of view, we learned that Sakura is being abused by her brother, and Shiro knew about this and didn't do anything. So he's not a great friend. But other than that, yeah, I don't really remember what else happened. So let's just head on straight in. Let's see. I guess we've had a couple of decision points now. So that was our final save point. So yeah, that is the one. Oh, I'm sweaty already. So unpleasant. The heat. Why? Okay, well, the safe on resume the game. Yes. Oh. It's him. I run into Shinji. You're beating up your sister, bro. That's not cool. That's not cool, bro. There are a few girls behind him, making a small commotion. This guy.
まだ残ってたの？ああ、そうか。また生徒会にごますってたわけね。いいね、宮は。部活なんてやんなくても内心稼げるんだからさ。
Okay. Okay. Ugh, my headset is all sweaty. Gonna have to wipe it down. It's good. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, but in fairness, the student council president has got a very nice house. You really should try it. Yes. I'm not helping the student council. I'm just helping the school by repairing old equipment, since we all use it.
よく言うよ。エミヤに言わせればなんだって当たり前だからね。そういういい子ぶりが勘に触るって前に言わなかったっけ？
Sure, why are you friends with this guy? He's a dick. Like, come on. Come on, man. Have some standards. Don't remember. I probably wasn't listening if you did. You say that kind of stuff all the time.
そうか。それじゃあ学校にあるものなら何でも直してくれるんだ、エミヤは。
I don't think that's quite what he said, but sure. Well, it's impossible to fix everything. Well, the most I can do is just take care of things.
よし。なら頼まれてくれよ。うちの弓道場さ、今割と散らかってるんだよね。弦も巻いてないのが溜まってるし、安土の掃除もできてない。
Okay, well, I don't think that's quite in the jurisdiction that Shiro has got. So you're part of the archery club. You do it. Huh?
暇ならさ、そっちの方もよろしくやってくれないかな。元弓道部員だろ。生徒会になんか尻尾振ってないで、たまには僕たちの役に立ってくれ。
Why is this guy so obsessed with kissing the student council president's ass? I mean, I feel this guy might be a little closeted, you know. I'm saying he's got the student council president's ass on the mind. It's living rent-free in his head. You know, that's the second time he's mentioned it in a minute. Dude, have you got something you want to say? And also, Shiro isn't part of the archery club anymore, so it's none of his beeswax. But of course, Shiro's gonna agree and say yes, because he's the doorman.
ちょっと先輩、それって先輩が藤村先生に言われてたことじゃなかった？
So! Haha! Lazy bum.
そうですよ。ちゃんとやっておかないと明日怒られますよ。
Yeah, you dumb girls.
今から片付けしてたら店閉まるじゃん。そこの人がやってくれるんならそれでいいんじゃないの？
Shiro is not offering. This guy's being a deadbeat.
悪いよ。それに部外者に後片付けなんかできるわけないし。そうでもないんじゃない？
Don't challenge
あの
Shiro.
人元弓道部員だってシンジが言ってるしさ。任せちゃえばいいのよ。
Shiro, set some boundaries. Say no. This is not your problem. If Shinji doesn't want to do it, then Shinji will get in trouble. That girls behind Shinji are awfully chatty. They seem to be Kyudo Club members. Since I don't recognize any of them, they must be the members that Shinji recruited recently.
じゃあ、あとはよろしく。鍵の場所は変わってないから勝手にやっといてよ。文句ないよね、エミヤ。
Shiro, say no. Hang him out to dry. Set boundaries. Damn it. No, I don't mind. I've got time on my hands. It's no problem. Sure, Shinji, I'd love to do it. I don't even need a mop. I'll lick it clean with my tongue. Shiro. But, my man.
Thank you. それじゃあ行こうぜみんな。つまんない雑用はあいつがやっといてくれるってさ。
Look at this. Look at this. Bro, you don't have to take this. Bro. Ah. Oh. This.
待ってよ先輩。
Honestly. Honestly. Sipper, sipper. Angry sipper, sipper. I clean the Kudo dojo without any problems, since I am familiar with it. He doesn't even go to the club anymore. It's a big room, so it took a while, especially with a tongue. But it was kind of fun cleaning the place I used to spend so much time in until a year and a half ago. Ah, headsets are sweaty. I just had that on the playback. That was funny. Midway through, I considered trying to shoot a bit, but decided not to. It would be rude to the owner of the bow. I'm sure they wouldn't mind. If I want to shoot, all I have to do is bring my own bow and visit. I look at the time. Hey, it's way past curfew. Yeah, you're a bad boy, so you don't have to play up at curfew. It's a little after 7. The school gates must be closed by now, so there's no need for me to rush out. Now that I look closely, I don't remember the dojo being so dirty before. There's dirt and grime all over the place, like behind the bow rest and the club room. Well, I guess another hour or two wouldn't make much of a difference at this point. Shiro! Healthy work-life balance! Have some time to yourself! Well, I've already started, so I might as well clean every nook and cranny. Shiro, this is how you get exploited. I can see why Archer wants to kill him now. It's making sense. The wind is starting to pick up. It's so cold, my cheeks start to sting. Fuyuki typically isn't cold at night during the winter, but tonight's certainly an exception. My breath fogs the air with every exhale. Yeah, you got to pretend like, I love it when that happens and it's cool during the winter, and then you pretend you're smoking, you know, with a lollipop stick, and you're like, take it out after sucking on that lolly, and you're like, yeah. Oh, no wonder it's darker than usual. The moon's hidden tonight. Oh, back. I look up, and there's no light in the sky. The strong winds send the clouds speeding across the night sky. Curfew is long past, and there's no sign of life in the empty school. Not so much as a sound can be heard on campus, and it seems to be covered with colder air than any place in the town. Whoa. And what's that noise? I think I heard something. I do hear something. It's coming from the schoolyard? Yeah, sure, you should go towards it. That night, under the frosty sky, I guess I just got curious about the sound that broke the hushed silence. So I headed towards the sound to investigate. I go to the schoolyard. Is that people? Well, it looks that way, at least from a distance. It's just so damn dark. I need to get closer if I want to find out more. The sounds grow louder, more intense. I know that sound. It's clashing metal. Sounds like a fight. This is so stupid. What the hell am I thinking? I'm being stupid, obviously. Well, who would ever fight in a school courtyard with weapons like that? It's funny you should say that, Shiro. That's funny indeed. And then, It was probably a gut instinct that sensed the danger. Or maybe keeping out of sight as I approached was just a stroke of luck. Whatever the reason, I hid behind a tree big enough to conceal me, and I took a closer look at the source of the sound. Whoa! Who those guys? Red versus blue. Do you ever wonder why we're here? There, my mind froze. What? I can't comprehend what I'm seeing. A man in red and a man in blue. The two of them, clad in armor, so ancient, several steps beyond old-fashioned. It's a ridiculous sight, but their rapid, deadly movements make clear that their fight is no joke. I don't understand. I can't even follow their movements. They're just too fast. Their movements look so surreal. My mind can't even function properly. The sound of their clashing weapons is the only thing convincing me the two of them are actually fighting to the death. But there's one thing I'm sure about. They're not human. They have to be something else, just in the guise of humans. My magecraft training isn't why I know this. Anyone could see that these two aren't human. To start, humans just can't move like that. Nobody should get involved with whatever that is. I can feel their intent to kill, even from a distance. I'm going to die. My body instinctively knows, before my brain kicks in, I just won't live if I stay here. My racing heart is proof of that. I sense they're living things designed only to kill. No knife or blade would be a match for whatever they're wielding. They're clearly meant only to kill. I suddenly remember yesterday's murders. The family that fell victim said to have been killed by a bladed weapon. Damn! I shouldn't stay and watch another second. But I can't move a muscle. I can hardly breathe. My mind's telling me no, but my body is telling me yes. But my mind is telling me to flee. But something else tells me they'll find me the second I move. Yeah. More than any internal conflict, though, I'm just paralyzed. I'm more than 40 meters away from them, but I still imagine getting stabbed in the back with that spear. I can't breathe. The sounds stop. The two figures separate and stand, facing each other. Just as I'm starting to feel a sense of relief that the fight's over, another, stronger sense of malice creeps over me. Oh! Evil vision! But I can't change into it because I'm PNG dubs! Oh well. What? My heart feels like it's shriveled up in my chest. The numbness in my body turns to convulsions, and I clench my teeth in an effort to compose myself. Unbelievable! Who the hell is that guy? A nauseatingly high amount of magical energy flows into the man in blue. Kiritsugu once demonstrated to me how to draw in magical energy from one's surroundings. It was a kind of magecraft, so beautiful that it impressed even an apprentice mage like me. But this is different. The same way even the simple act of drinking water can look revolting if done excessively. The man in blue appears to be binge eating. The sight is so extreme that anyone with magical energy would find it repulsive. Whoa. He's going to die. The man in red is dead meat. Shiro, you think everybody's going to die? You think you're going to die? You think Archie's going to die? The attack will be infused with more magical energy than anyone could possibly defend against. He's going to die. That inhuman something in the guise of a man is going to die. But can I just let this happen? That question shakes me out of my paralysis. My body is suddenly free, and I take a deep breath. Oh! The man in blue glares in my direction. Ah! The man in blue crouches in a way that tells me one thing. I'm his new target. Well, great move, Shiro. Great genius plan! Ah! My legs are moving before I even have the thought of running. The rest of my body finally realizes that it's time to flee for my life, and suddenly all my energy is being poured into doing exactly that. I don't remember where I ran through or how I got there, but I'm in the school building. Real genius here, that's what I said! That's what I said! My thoughts exactly, Shiro. I regret my own actions as I huff and I puff and I blow the house down! I should have run towards town. I've got to be the world's biggest idiot, thinking I can escape by running into an empty building. A school of all places. There must have been other, better places to hide. What the hell convinced me I'd die if I didn't run to begin with? My chest burns from all the running. I turn around when I don't sense anything pursuing me. The only sound is my own footsteps. I can finally stop. My feet can barely move another step. I gulp down lungfuls of air, trying to slow my heart down, and I breathe a sigh of relief. I survived. How do we tell him? What the hell was that? I try to recall what I just saw as I catch my breath. One thing's for sure, I definitely wasn't meant to see that. Things that looked human, fighting in the schoolyard at night. That's all I can really remember. But I'd seen something else out of the corner of my eye. I think there was also someone else. I can't remember what they looked like, though. Honestly, I couldn't afford to look at anything other than the two figures locked in combat. Sipper, sipper. Oh! Good grief, hang on, I've got someone in my chat. What? Hello? Nice to meet you. This is my first time here. Greetings from Japan. Hello! Sorry, I didn't notice you there. I didn't see you there. I didn't see you come in. So my apologies. I was engrossed in the game. I didn't see you. I am so sorry. My bad. My bad. I'm so sorry. Hello. Nice to meet you too. I'm Winston. I'm so sorry. I'm seeing your post like 10 minutes late. Wasn't paying attention. My bad. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, it doesn't look like he's there. He's gone. He left. Whoops. I ignored him and he left. Ah, dear. Sorry. I was too locked in, clearly. I was locked in. Whoops. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. Please come back. Please come back. I'm so lonely. Well. Well, let us carry on. Got to get into the habit of checking the chat more often. There's never been anyone in my chat before, so I've never had to check it. I've never needed to check before. Oh dear. Got to clear. I need to put a sticky note on my computer monitor clearly to check, just reminding me to check chat occasionally. It's a rookie mistake, a rookie error. Darn. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. Let's carry on.
追いかけっこは終わりだろ?
Oh darn, he found us! The voice comes from right out of nowhere. Right in front of me even.
いや、割と遠くまで走ったな、お前。
Yeah, Dad, I'm a speedy little boy. I can't breathe. My mind goes blank. I can't think. But I know that I'm going to... Shiro! You've already said that like 15 times! This is like the... This is like the 15th time you've said that somebody's gonna die in the last 10 minutes! Because you're gonna die, the doctor's gonna die, then you're gonna die again, then someone's gonna die! But I know that I am going to die. This time for real, guys! This time for real!
逃げられないってのはお前自身が誰よりも分かってたんだろう? 何? やられる側ってのは得てしてそういうもんだ。別に恥じることじゃない。
Oh no, Garth, please, Garth, come on, man. I'm just a silly little guy. You wouldn't murder a silly little guy, would you? I didn't see nothing. Honest, I won't tell anybody. I swear, I pinky promise. I swear on my grandmother's grave. I swear. Please don't kill me, please. And with that, he raises his spear.
運が悪かったな、坊主。見られたからには死んでくれ。
So sticky. Oh! No mercy. No compassion. His spear pierces my heart. Ah, and now I'm so dead, I won't even be able to mop the floors! Now who's going to clean up after me? I didn't even have time to dodge. No training I ever did prepared me for this. I knew I was going to die. I knew the spear was going to impale me, but I couldn't move. The world distorts around me. My body grows cold. Numbness creeps from my fingertips into the rest of me. Oh. I cough up blood. Once. Why are you counting? I think you have other things you should be focusing on. I felt like there should have been more. It was just the one cough. Damn. That spear must have been special. My blood slows and grows stagnant. My heart just stops. All from a single strike of that spear. I can't see anything. I don't feel anything. I'm like a jellyfish, floating in the dark sea at night. Jelly? What? It's a bit of a weird analogy. I stopped feeling pain long ago. The world has turned white. I am the lone dark spot. That's very poetic. So, rather than being aware that I died, it just feels like everything else around me just simply ceased to exist. I know this. I know this. I experienced the same thing 10 years ago. This is what dying feels like.
死人に口なしってな。弱いやつがくたばるのは当然といえば当然だが。
Are you sure about that bit there? My eyes can't focus.
まったく嫌な仕事をさせてくれる。このざまで英雄とは笑い草だ。
I can only hear his voice.
分かっている。文句はないさ。女のサーバントは見たんだ。おとなしく戻ってやるよ。
He sounds so irritated. Afterwards, I hear footsteps fading down the hallway.
アーチャーか。蹴りをつけておきたいところだが、マスターの方針を破るわけにもいくまい。まったく、いけすかねえマスターだこと。
Loose lips sink ships, Lancer. The voice suddenly disappears. He must have jumped out the window. He just yeeted himself. Afterwards, the footsteps I heard earlier stop. There's an awkward silence. The footsteps again. I can't hear that well anymore.
追ってアーチャー。ランサーはマスターのところに戻るはず。せめて相手の顔ぐらい把握しないと。
Yeah, sounds like a plan, Win. I don't know who's talking. I muster up all of my concentration as my mind fades. but I still can't put my finger on it. All I can hear now is the sound of my own breathing. My lungs must still be functioning. Oh, that's good to know. I hear a loud whistling sound coming from my mouth, like a passing typhoon. Alright.
その割にはまだ死んでないってのはすごいな。
No, this guy's taking ages to die. Get out of here already. We got things to do, places to be. I sense somebody peering into my face. My breathing must be loud as the person reaches their finger out to try to close my mouth. Why? Where are you poking that thing?
やめてよね。なんだってあんたが。
Oh, why indeed. Whoever it is, they grit their teeth, seemingly troubled. Ah, it's probably the janitor. Yeah, they probably realized that, oh man, it's gonna be me who has to clean this up. The moment I hear that sound, the person touches me without hesitation. Whoa, slow down here. Please buy me a drink first. Yeah.
破損した臓器を寄贈して代用。その間に心臓一つ丸々修復か。
No, Win, you don't want to join those guys.
一発合格ってレベルじゃない。
Nah, Win, you don't want to join those guys. They're dicks. You don't want to join them. Trust me. The voice sounds distressed. But, at that moment, my fading consciousness finally flickers to nothing. But then, sensation returns to my body. Slowly, little by little, my bodily functions return. Like dewdrops trickling down a leaf. Oh, that's a lovely image. I love that image. Drip. Drip. Hey, it's the dewdrops! What's going on? The person hovering over me is sweating, intensely focusing on where their hands are pressed against my chest. Oh, think of the smell! The next thing I know, the palm over my chest grows extremely hot. It's so hot, my corpse jolts, and my cold, stagnated blood starts to flow again. I sense the person take a deep breath and sit down.
疲れた。
I understand. Clink. I hear something fall.
まあ仕方ないか。ごめんなさい父さん。あなたの娘はとんでもなく薄情者です。
Ah, sip sipper. That was it. The person mocks themselves and leaves. My heart resumes beating. And then I finally pass out. But it's not the everlasting sleep that I expected. I fall into a slumber, bound to wake again. Ah, so we finally caught up to pretty much the end of the tutorial there. Ah! I wake suddenly. I feel sick, and my entire body aches. Every time my heart beats, a sharp pain stabs my head. What happened? My intense headache prevents me from remembering anything. Oh, I know those feels. Oh, damn. My body is cold and stiff. Likely because I've been sleeping in the hallway for a long time. The only thing I can figure out is the chest area of my uniform is torn, and the blood stains the hall floor. That's gonna be a mess. Someone's gonna have to clean that up. You should clean that up before you leave, Shiro. Gah. My head feels hazy as I get up. The spot where I'd been lying looks like a murder scene. Wait, it's funny you should mention that, Shiro. It was a murder scene. It's crazy. Damn. Seriously? Was my chest stabbed? I fight down a surge of nausea as I head into a nearby classroom. Staggering, I open the closet and pull out a rag and Oh, he is gonna clean it up! Shiro, you've had a long night. I don't think anyone would blame you for just going home at this point. Shiro! I mean, okay, yes, people would have some questions tomorrow morning when they come in and find the blood stains on the floor. But that's a problem for future, Shiro. Just go home, have a lie down. What the hell am I doing? I'm still confused. Sure, I'm always confused. I encountered something unbelievable. Then it murdered me. Now here I am. Still trying to clean up after myself. How stupid can I be? Damn. It's not coming out. Yeah, blood is a real pain to clean up. You need some hydrogen peroxide. It'll come right out with that. You'll need some proper cleaning agents. I wipe at the floor with a rag I found. I managed to wipe off the blood, despite the incredible weakness in my whole body. Then I gather up everything scattered around the floor and shove it in my pockets. Ow! Bloody rags in the pockets. Ugh. This may be my way of hiding any evidence. I must be doing such stupid stuff. My head's all hazy. I put the rag and bucket away, and I stagger out of the school like a zombie. My body heats up with every step I take. It's so cold outside, and my body seems to be on fire. Oh. Sippa. There we go. By the time I reach my house, the date has changed. Oh, time travel! There's nobody in the house. Sakura, and even Fujini, left long ago. Ugh. 10 out of 10 voice acting, by the way. Thank you. I collapse on the floor. Lying on the floor is what lets me finally calm down a bit. I inhale deeply. My heart feels like it cracks every time my chest expands to draw in air. Actually, it's the opposite. It's not that my heart is cracking. The hole in my heart was just patched up, so expanding my chest opens the wound. So I really was almost killed. That's also not true. I wasn't almost killed. I was killed. But someone saved me. Now I'm alive. I wonder who it was. I'd really like to thank them. If they were in the area, it means they could have been involved with the people fighting. But it still doesn't change the fact that they did save me. So I do need to thank them properly one day. The moment I drop my guard, the pain returns. At the same time, nausea strikes me. I sit up to hold the nausea at bay. I place my hand on my bare chest where the uniform is torn. It might have been saved, but my chest was, as a matter of fact, pierced. That feeling, the agony of the spear tip piercing my chest, isn't something I can easily forget. Damn. I'm gonna have nightmares about this for a while. When I close my eyes, I feel the spear thrust again. I try to shake the delusion off, and I make every effort to regain my composure. Good. I'm calming down. This must be thanks to my nightly training. My thoughts clear as I take slow, deep breaths. The fever and nausea abate a bit. So, about what happened. The man in blue and the man in red. They looked human, but I know they weren't. They could have been ghosts of some kind. But I've never heard of ghosts having forms that allow them to interact with humans like that. And the thing was talking, which makes it a little harder to believe that it was a ghost, if it had a will of its own. From what I've heard, the only spirits that possess physical bodies are the elemental types. But I thought elementals didn't look human. Well, I guess that's not the issue here. There's a more fundamental issue. Those two are trying to kill each other. And there was a robbery and a murder at a house nearby. Eerie stuff like that has been plaguing Fuyuki lately. With all of this in mind, the only conclusion I can come to is that the situation is out of my control. If only the old man was alive right now. I guess that was kind of whiny. But I'll put it down to the patched up chest wound that still feels so raw. Idiot. I've already decided to do whatever I can, even if I don't understand what's going on. I can complain later. First of all, I need to decide whether I should get involved or not. Oh, Shiro, we already know you're getting involved. That's too late for that. We know what you're like. Ah! Break in! Ah, sipper. The bell on the roof of the house rings. No matter what anyone says, this house is still a mage's house. Who says otherwise? A bounded field is set around it, and if there's ever an intruder in the area, an alarm rings. Burglar? At this hour? I berate myself for my own idiocy. Of course it's not a burglar. Given the timing, right after that weird incident, there's definitely an intruder. And it's no burglar. It's an assassin. They're here to take a life, not property. Because that man said so himself. You saw what you saw, so you gotta die. Ugh. The house is dead silent. That same murderous intent that I felt at school creeps closer through the hushed darkness. Ah! I gulp. A chill prickles like needles along my spine. It's no illusion, and it's not my imagination. I know, the moment I leave this room, I'll be stabbed again. I desperately try to contain my scream. The instant I scream, the assassin will just leap right in and kill me. And that would just be a repeat of what happened before. I'm not prepared. I'm not going to be impaled again. My breathing grows laboured as soon as that thought crosses my mind. I'm mad. I'm mad at myself for being afraid. And I'm mad that I've put myself in a situation where I'll so easily lose my life again after it was already saved earlier this same damn day. I grip my teeth and I hold my hand tight over my wounded chest to restrain myself. I need to get used to this. This is the second time. This is the second time I'm about to die. That alone motivates me not to die so pathetically as last time. Am I not a mage, after all? And if I can't even defend myself from this, what were my 8 years of training for? Fine. Bring it on. I'm not going to agonize over complicated things anymore. Right now, I just need to drive away whoever's here. I need to find a weapon. I may call myself a mage, but the only thing I can do is reinforce something that might work as a weapon. You need a weapon to fight after all. Well, not necessarily. You can go, hand to hand. Mano el mano. You're going to have a fist fight. There's plenty of things that might work as a weapon in the storehouse, but I'm not anywhere near there. If I leave the living room and get ambushed, I'm just going to expose myself, and it'll be a repeat of what happened earlier. It won't be easy, but I've got to find a weapon here. Something long and thin would be good. My opponent's weapon of choice is a spear, so a knife would be all but useless. A wooden sword would be best, but I obviously don't have one just lying around. Something around here might be suitable as a weapon. Oh, there's only the poster that Fujini left. I can't help but feel utterly dejected, but the desperation makes me all the more determined. The situation is so bad, it can't really get worse. And all that's left for me to do is to move forward until I have no energy left. Trace on! I speak my incantation and I inject magical energy into the rolled up 60-centimeter poster. I try to imbue as much magical energy as I possibly can into the poster to solidify it, since it needs to work as a weapon to go up against that spear. Sippa sippa. Ah. Composition. Analyze. I focus my consciousness. Magical energy permeates the poster, as if I'm staining its fibers with my own blood. Composition. Reinforce. I feel I've hit the end. Right before magical energy spreads throughout the poster and spills out, I say, trace off. I cut off my connection with the poster and tremble with excitement. The poster is hard as steel, but its weight remains the same as before. It's turned out great for a hastily improvised sword. I did it. How long has it been since my strengthening magecraft succeeded? My magecraft hasn't worked ever since Kiritsugu died. And so for it to finally succeed at a time like this just seems ironic. Either way, now I may be able to defend myself. I at least have some discipline in swordsmanship. I grip the poster with both hands, and I stand in the middle of the living room. If I stay here, I'm dead. But I don't think I can make it outside the mansion either. So I just need to head to the shed and make a stronger weapon there. Phew. Just as I start trying to hype myself up. Ah! Every hair on my body stands on end. I'm not sure when he got in, but the guy drops from the ceiling straight towards me. What? Ah! A silvery flash strikes my head from above. I can only assume he came through the ceiling, and he descends on me, meaning to skewer my head. Oh, he's kebabifying us! We're kebabbed! Why, you! I'll roll forward in a frantic dodge. The man lands with inhuman grace as I clumsily roll out of the way. I stop myself quickly and I get to my feet, makeshift sword at the ready. Oh, he's a little miffed. Guy turns lazily, looking bored.
余計な手間を見えていればいたかろうと俺なりの配慮だったのだがな
He shifts the spear to his other hand in a slow, fluid movement. I don't know why, but he doesn't seem as aggressive as he did at the school, which might give me a chance at escaping him.
まったく一日に同じ人間を二度殺す羽目になるとはないつになろうと人の世は血生臭いということか
I know, right? It's great. This day's just full of surprises, man. Tell me about it. He's complaining to himself. Like I'm not even here. I slowly retreat back out of the room. Only 3 more meters until I reach the window. I'll run out, and then it's only about 20 meters to the shed once I reach the yard. Then I should quickly...
じゃあな今度こそ迷うなよ坊主
He says it almost absent-mindedly, like it was just an afterthought. Oh, he's coming for us again! Gah! Pain shoots up my right arm. It all happens in an instant. He thrusts his spear forward, not even giving me time to react. I should have died for a second time right there. The makeshift sword in my hand spared me that fate. He probably thought I'd just been holding a rolled up paper. He struck as if I hadn't been holding anything at all, but the reinforced paper sword deflected the attack, so it only grazed my arm.
ほう変わった芸風だなおい
Yeah, I'm just full of surprises. His expression goes blank. His casual attitude from earlier vanishes entirely. He watches me now like a feral animal, eyeing its prey. Crap. I was clearly wrong, thinking things would be okay. This thing before me, some kind of demon, unbound by logic. I keenly realised that letting my guard down even for a second was beyond ludicrous. That's right. Desperate as things are, I should have just made for a break for the window, right after whatever miracle let me dodge his strike from above.
ただの坊主かと思ったが、なるほど。微弱だが魔力を感じる。心臓をうがたれて生きているってのはそういうことだ。
Yeah. I am a wizard! The end of his spear points towards me. I can't block that. There's no way I'll be able to block that swift attack. I could have at least braced myself if he had a sword, no matter how fast he might be with it. But he's holding a spear. A sword is a whole line, but a spear is only a point. How am I supposed to block a point? I can't even see how fast it moves.
いいぜ。少しは楽しめそうじゃないか。
Oh, a little fun, you say? I'm game. The man drops into a lower stance. In a flash, the spear swings in sideways. I instinctively parry the blow aimed at my face.
いい子だ。ほら次行くぞ。
Oh, he called me a good boy. Oh. It's a cyclone. I'm not sure how he's moving his spear in this small room, but it traces a beautiful arc without ever touching the walls. Ah! Next swing comes from the opposite side, aimed at my torso. Ah! The force of the swing bends my makeshift sword as I try to parry. Monstrous! Is that a hammer he's swinging? Damn! Numbness in my arms is telling me that it might be broken. Oh. Why, you! I instinctively swing my sword. He must be mocking me, the way he keeps flicking his spear at my sword, not drawing back at all. Gah! Oh. Numbness creeps into my arms after going on the attack. My makeshift sword bends even more, and the man's spear changes trajectory slightly.
使えねえな。機械をくれてやったのに無駄な真似しやがって。まあ魔術師に切り合いを望んでも仕方ねえんだろうな。
He moves like this is just a game. Such confidence. He's been letting me take a swing at him after he took a couple of shots at me. I wasted my one opportunity. It's nothing more than a stopgap. So he sees no point in continuing this.
拍子抜けだ。やはりすぐに死ねよ、坊主。
The man readies his spear again. Don't jump to conclusions! During that microscopic opening. Say what you want, dumbass! I don't turn back to look. I just leap backwards through the window. Joe does a backflip! My back shatters the window, and I roll out into the yard. I roll a few times, sprint upwards, and... I blindly make my next move. I twist my entire body and swing behind myself. I manage to bat the man's spear aside, and he hesitates for just an instant. I knew it. If I jumped out the window, he was going to have to chase after me. He would catch up to me and go in for the kill before I had the chance to get up. So I expected his fatal blow and swung my sword to the side with all my might. It was a risky move. He'd have killed me if I'd been even a second late, and if I'd been just as dead as early. And I'd have been just as dead as I was early. But knowing the incredible gap in our skill, I figured that there was no way I could have been early. The only thing I had to do was to get up as quickly as I could and parry the attack that I knew would be coming at my back. The gamble pays off, and my swing deflects his spear. I quickly reposition myself. Now, I just need to run to the shed while he's still confused.
飛べ
Fly, you fools!
Get you!
Huh? He's not holding the spear anymore now. He's just right in front of me. He turns on the spot in a roundhouse kick. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Scenery goes flying by. My chest goes numb where he kicked me. I can't breathe. Sip, sip. The biggest surprise, I'm actually flying through the air. I never thought a guy kicking me would send me into the air like a damn ball. Well, at least we're near the shed. I fall hard onto my back. I slam into a wall, the impact likely breaking my back, and slide down to the ground. We already broke... Man, is there anything in your body that isn't broken at this point? I can't breathe. My vision blurs. But by a stroke of luck, he's thrown me into the shed I wanted to reach. I lean against the wall, trying to rouse myself. I try to track the man through blurry eyes. He kicked me nearly 20 meters away. The guy picks up his spear and rushes straight at me. I'm going to... Oh, there we go again. I'm going to die. Sure, you're always saying that. There's nothing I can do now. He's going to reach me. If I don't want to die, I need to get up and parry his hit. The tip of the spear surges. I can't even look back at him. My body, on the verge of collapse, practically greets the spear.
男だったらちゃんと立ってる
Dumb luck. My knees give out. I can't hold myself up. The spear goes over my head and violently impales the shed's heavy door, pushing it open. And this is my last chance. If only I could get inside the shed. There should be something I can use as a weapon. I crawl into the shed on all fours. Just then,
そらこれでしまいだ
he launches the spear at me. Damn you! I block it. Open up the rolled up poster to create a single-use shield. The impact makes a dull sound. The poster, unrolled, probably isn't as strong. It blocks the spear, but it tears up. Oh, turning to a normal bit. Oh, that was a gift from Fujini. Oh, man, that's a shame. That's a shame, that is. spear's impact flings me against the wall. I fall on my butt. I try to get my heart beating again, as it feels like it's trying to quit on me. The moment I raise my head to try to grab for something, to use as a weapon.
爪だ。今のは割と驚かされたぜ、坊主。
The man points his spear in front of my face. I can't do anything else now. His spear is pointed directly at my heart. Again. I know this feeling. It's the scent of death assailing my nostrils, reminding me of the pain I felt just a few hours ago.
しかし、わからねえな。起点は効くくせに魔術はからっきしときた。筋はいいようだが、まだ若すぎたか。
Spasiba. I don't hear the man's voice. My attention is focused solely on the weapon pointed at me. Obviously. The moment he thrusts, I'm dead. What else is there to think of at this point?
もしやとは思うが、お前が7人目だったのかもな。ま、だとしてもこれで終わりなんだが。
His arm jerks. I wasn't able to see his movements earlier, but now I see every last one in slow motion. There's a bolt of silvery light. The tip seems like it's being drawn towards my heart. Blood will gush from the wound in just a second. I know this feeling. That sensation of iron piercing my body. A taste of blood that will well up in my throat. That feeling of the world around me fading. I experienced all of it earlier today. And now, I'm going to have to experience it all over again? Really? I don't understand. Why do I have to be the one who goes through all this? This is bullshit. No. No. I can't die in vain. In a place like this. I was saved. If I was saved, I can't just die like this. I need to live. To fulfill my obligations. I won't be able to do that if I'm dead. The spear is still going to impale me though. The tip will tear through my flesh, break my ribs, and bore into my heart. I'm mad. It shouldn't be so damn easy to kill people like this. I'm going to die. And it's bullshit. I'm going to die twice. In a single goddamn day. Everything is fucking bullshit. I'm going to die. I didn't even have the opportunity to be afraid of this whole goddamn mess. No way in hell. I'm not going to let myself die senselessly for the likes of you. Eh? Eh is absolutely the right word for this moment.
何?
It was like magic. A figure appears out of a bright light, shining from behind me. Oh boy! Here she comes! I can't think. All I know is that the figure is a girl. I hear a high-pitched sound, and the moment the figure appears, it pushes aside the spear pressed to my heart and steps between me and the man without missing a beat.
7人目のサーバントだと。
Yeah, small world, am I right, bro? He tries to regain his composure after his spear is pushed aside as the girl brandishes something in her hand. What could that be, I wonder? Sparks fly. Hard metal clashes and sparks fly again. The man stomps his foot after blocking the woman's attack. He must have realized he's at a disadvantage, because he leaps out of the storehouse with bestial agility. She must intimidate him, but she quietly turns towards me. Oh. Here we go! The wind is strong today. The clouds slide away, and the moon shines through for a brief instant. So, sippa sippa. Cry. The silver moonlight shines into the shed, illuminating the girl, who appears like a knight. I'm speechless. And it's not because I'm confused by all the things that just happened. The girl before me is so astonishingly beautiful. I'm at a complete loss for words. The girl's eyes, like precious jewels, stare at me without any emotion.
とあなたが私のマスターか
Oh, she said the thing! Her voice sounds so valiant. Huh? Master? I can only repeat her words back to her. I don't understand what she's saying, nor do I know who she is. All I know is that this slender, delicate-looking girl is similar to the man outside. She says nothing, continuing to look at me in silence. It's getting a bit awkward. Maybe we should just say yes to get on over everyone. I just don't know how to describe her. She's special. So special. I forget entirely about the man outside. Even though he might attack at any moment. Time just seems to have stopped. Even the fear of death I'd felt just mere moments ago has vanished. And there's only the girl standing before me.
サーバントセーバー召喚に従い参上した
Well, I don't remember doing that, bro, but you're welcome all the same. Happy to have you on board. Welcome to the team.
マスター指示を
It's the second time that she speaks. And the moment I hear the word master and the name Saber echoes in my ears. pain shoots through my left hand. It's hot, like being branded by an iron. I unconsciously press the back of my left hand, taking that as a sign. The girl silently nods, her beautiful head.
これより我が剣はあなたと共にあり、あなたの運命は私と共にある。ここに契約は完了した。
What? Contract? For what? I'm still a mage in training, so I understand what those words mean. But the girl doesn't respond to my question. She simply looks away, with the same grace she'd shown when she nodded. She turns towards the shed's ruined door. Outside, the man readies his spear. She moves faster than expected. The girl in knight's armour leaps out of the shed without hesitation. What? I forget about the pain I feel, and I get up to follow her. She can't possibly go up against that guy. No matter how heavily armoured she is. She's smaller than I am. Sure, looks can be deceptive. Trust me. Trust me, bro. She has got this. Stop! The echoing clang drowns out my words. What? I can't believe what I'm seeing. My head really does go blank this time. Who the hell is she? Oh, wouldn't you like to know, Webber boy? The clash of swords echoes around me. The moon slips behind the clouds, and the yard grows dark once again. And within the darkness, sparks fly as steel strikes steel. It would be cool if we could actually see any of it on screen. It sounds awesome. Why are you hiding it off the screen? I want to see that shit. Without saying a word, the spear-wielding man meets the girl who leapt from the shed. She parries his spear and knocks away his other successive attacks, driving him back with each attack. I can't believe it. This girl, Saber, is somehow overpowering the man. The battle has begun. What happened between that man and me earlier? It doesn't even count as a battle. A battle? Well, that's a fight between two people, each able to kill the other. No matter the difference in abilities, it can still be called a battle, as long as both are able to kill the other. In that sense, these two are fighting a battle. The man attacks her, swinging his spear so quickly I can't even see his strikes. Somehow, she parries his every attack perfectly, with something, as she closes in on him. The man backs up slightly, clicking his tongue hatefully. He holds his spear vertically to ward off her attacks on his side. Oh yeah! Get the popcorn ready! For a moment, his spear glows. His attack almost looks like it caused an explosion. The man's spear sparks as if electrified every time whatever weapon the girl is wielding strikes it. The man and I both could tell what it is. It's furious, magical energy, so dense it can actually be seen. Her attacks are charged with incredible amounts of magical energy. The unbelievable amount of magical energy crackles along her opponent's weapon every time they make contact. The sheer force of her attacks must be staggering. If the man's spear strikes are precise, like a sniper rifle, then her blows must be like the overpowering blast of a shotgun. Each of the girl's attacks bathes the yard in flickering light. And yet, that's not what's overpowering the man. The man curses at the girl as he evades her unrelenting attacks. She doesn't respond, other than to step up her attacks with her invisible weapon. The man retreats, having hardly so much as a chance to counterattack. Her weapon is invisible. Without being able to determine the weapon's range, it'd be reckless to go in for the attack. And that's the trouble with an invisible weapon. Sure! You say that like you've run into them before, like, yeah. Well, see, that's the thing with invisible weapons, you know. You just can't judge the length of them, you know. Tales all the time. I mean, how many invisible weapons have you seen, Shiro? You just say, the way he says it so matter-of-factly. It's like, oh yeah, yes, that's classic invisible weapon, that is, yeah. But she's definitely got something in her hands. I can't make out anything of its shape or length. Maybe it's transparent to begin with. No matter how many times sparks fly from it, I never get a look at the weapon's profile. Parrying her strikes must be taking a lot out of the man. His movements aren't anywhere near as sharp as they had been. It's the first sound the girl makes. She attacks all the more furiously. It's a merciless, unyielding dance of blades. The flying sparks remind me of a blacksmith striking iron. And the spear-wielding man continues defending himself as he disapprovingly clicks his tongue. Honestly, I can't help but admire the man, even though he tried to kill me. He's able to defend himself from an invisible weapon, relying only on reading the girl's swings and footwork. But that's all he can do. When an opponent is so completely on defense, the only thing you need to do is beat them down. The girl steps in closer. She smashes down, striking with all her might. Seeing his chance, the man disappears. Or rather, he retreats back, as if to disappear. The girl's swing cuts through the air and smashes into the ground, kicking up dust. Her massive swing, which seemed to be a fatal blow against the cornered spearman, proved easy to dodge. Fool! What the hell's she thinking? Even I could tell what happened, even at this distance. Her careful, precise attacks earlier may have worn the man down, but the tremendous swing meant to deal the finishing blow wouldn't even touch him. The relentless attacks must have put incredible strain on the man's body as he tried to defend himself. Yet he suppressed that pain for a single moment to jump away. He knew that her last attack would determine the victor. The man jumps back several meters and comes in to strike once again the moment his feet touch the ground. He jumps in a triangular pattern and leapt towards the girl as if revisiting his steps. The girl's sword is still embedded in the ground. It's a fatal opening. The red spear returns in less than a second. The girl twists her body around like a top, while her sword is still embedded in the ground. The whole thing happens in a matter of seconds. The man sees his mistake and tries to correct, as the girl uses this brief moment to use her whole body to attack. Oh. Both the man and the girl seem unsatisfied, though. Both struck, intending to kill. Both survived. So everything leading to this moment was in vain. The two open a bit of distance between themselves. They both just quietly stare at each other. The strain the battle inflicted on them seems to be too much.
どうしたランサー。止まっていては僧兵の名が泣こう。そちらが来ないのなら私が行くが。
She's so cool!
わざわざ死にに来るか。それは構わんが、その前に一つだけ聞かせろ。貴様の宝具、それは剣か。
He phrases his question so bluntly. He glares as if trying to look through her.
さあどうかな。
That confidence. That confident. Look how smug she is. She's so smug. So confident in her abilities. And she has every right to be. That smug grin. Look at her. She's just so smug. Her smug aura. It mocks me.
旋風かもしれぬし、双剣かもしれん。いや、もしや弓かもしれんぞ、ランサー。
That'd be hilarious if she's just beating people over the head with a bow. It's like, oh no, I've run out of ammunition. Okay, I'll just approach them and beat them unto death with it. Somehow, this conversation seems to be amusing him. The man called Lancer briefly lowers his spear. It looks as if he's saying he doesn't want to fight anymore. The girl seems puzzled by Lancer's move. But I know what his stance means. I remember the fight at school a few hours ago. It's the killer move that was supposed to have ended the battle.
ついでにもう一つ聞くがな。お互い初見だしよ。ここらで分けって気はないか。悪い話じゃないだろ。そら、あそこでほうけているお前のマスターは使い物にならんし、俺のマスターとて姿を晒せねえ大ふぬけときた。ここはお互い万全の状態になるまで勝負を持ち越した方が好ましいんだが。
I don't know. I mean, Saber's got a bit of bloodlust.
断る。あなたはここで倒れろ、ランサー。
Yeah, she's finishing this.
そうかよ。たく、こっちはもともと様子見が目的だったんだぜ。サーバントが出たとあっちゃ、長居する気はなかったんだが。
Yeah, it's been one of those nights, I guess. Oh, yeah, boy, across. The air wavers. The surroundings appear to distort. Lancer lowers his stance. A chill creeps into the air. The same thing happened earlier. Magical energy rumbles as it forms a vortex at the tip of his spear.
Hog.
The girl readies her weapon and glares at her enemy. I don't need to speak up. She knows very well how dangerous the enemy is. she is the one confronting him.
じゃあな、その心臓もらい受ける。
Your heart will never be hers! The beast kicks the ground. Lancer appears in front of the girl so quickly he may as well have teleported. He takes his spear and aims at her feet. Even to me, that seems like a poor choice. I can't see any way an attack would be effective with a spear pointed at the ground in front of her feet. Apparently thinking the same, the girl leaps over the spear towards Lancer, intent on striking him down. But at that moment, his words alone radiate immense magical energy.
Bark!
The spear, released from below, angles towards the girl's heart. Her body hangs in the air. The blow sends her flying in a wide arc. She smashes heavily into the ground. She's bleeding. She had been unscathed until now, but her heart is pierced, and she's bleeding profusely.
呪詛。いや、今のは因果の逆転か。
I'm just as bewildered. But watching from afar may have given me a better perspective on how bizarre the attack was. The spear had been aimed at her feet. I'm sure of that. But then it just changed direction, moving and stretching impossibly to pierce the girl's heart. And yet, the spear itself neither stretched nor changed direction. It seemed, bizarrely, as if the spear had been thrust into her chest from the beginning, almost naturally. It wasn't as simple as the spear changing its trajectory and piercing the heart. The spear didn't change course. It altered truth itself to make that happen. The moment he spoke those words and released his spear, the intent of piercing her heart had been realized. Essentially, his attack reversed cause and effect. The result of the attack piercing the victim's heart is predetermined, so the spear's trajectory is merely an afterthought to establish the facts. Its demonic splinter breaks through all defences. The moment it determines the target, the spear pierces the heart every time it's used, without exception. Shiro, how do you know all of this? How can anyone defend against such a completely insane attack? No matter what effort the target makes to evade, the spear will always pierce their heart, which makes it fatal. Yeah, after all, people die when they are killed. An accursed spear that always pierces the opponent when used. However, the girl evades by a hairbreadth. The spear did penetrate her, but it didn't hit anything vital. Her actions in evading the spear seemed even more impossible than the spear itself. The moment the spear was thrust, the girl turned and reversed direction with incredible effort of will and strength, as if she knew what was going to happen. She was either incredibly lucky or had just enough protection to dampen the spear's curse. Whatever it was, the girl managed to avoid the fatal blow, and so survived Lancer's ultimate attack. The girl tries to get her laboured breathing under control. Although she had been losing a lot of it, The blood stops seeping from her wound, and even the wound itself is closing up. So this is what a truly extraordinary person can do. I knew she wasn't normal. She's more than outstanding. In terms of her skills in the fight against Lancer, in terms of the incredible amount of magical energy used for every attack, her body recovering on its own. She's clearly superior to Lancer. But that's only up until now. She may be healing even now, but her wounds are still deep. If Lancer attacks now, she won't be able to defend herself. And yet, even though he's at an overwhelming advantage, Lancer doesn't move. He audibly grinds his teeth, and he glares at the girl.
かわしたな、セイバー。我が必殺のゲイボルクを。
His voice seems to rumble up from the ground itself.
ゲイボルク。オウミはアイルランドの光の巫女か。
She's so short compared to him. It's like a full. That's almost two. That's a head and shoulder above her. Unless she's kneeling. Is she kneeling? I don't think so. I think she is standing up. She's so short. She's so small. Lancer's expression darkens. His hostility dissipates, and he clicks his tongue in annoyance.
ドジったぜ。こいつを出すからには必殺でなけりゃやばいってのにな。まったく有名すぎるのも考えものだ。
Well, I wouldn't know. I'm a nobody, so it's never happened to me. So gotta take your word for it. The oppressive mood lightens. Lancer no longer seems to have any intent of attacking the wounded girl. He turns his back as he walks to the corner of the yard.
己の正体を知られた以上、どちらかが消えるまでやり合うのがサーバントのセオリーだが、あいにくうちの雇い主は臆病者でな。槍が交わされたのなら帰ってこい、なんて抜かしやがる。
逃げるのか、ランサー。
Saber, buddy, you are in no fit state to continue this fight. Take the draw. Take the draw.
ああ、追ってくるのなら構わんぞ、セイバー。
No, don't tell her. Don't tell her that, Lancer. She will. She will. She's stubborn. She's stubborn like that. She will. She absolutely will.
ただし、その時は決死の覚悟を抱いて。
He will and all. He lightly bounces off the ground. It's a wonder how agile he can still be. But Lancer jumps effortlessly over the fence and disappears before anyone can stop him.
待て、ランサー。
The injured young girl turns and starts running in pursuit. You've got to be kidding me! I cross the yard as fast as I can. If I don't stop her, she'll go after him and maybe get herself killed. It turns out I don't need to chase after her. She tries to jump over the wall, but the moment she crouches to jump, she doubles over and grabs her chest. I hurry over to check up on her. Well, I'd intended to just approach and call out to her, but that went right out the window the moment I got near her. She is completely, unbelievably. The shining silver armour she wears looks extremely heavy. The clothing she's wearing, dated as it is a bright, vivid blue. I've never seen anything like it. No, her clothes are not what really enthralls me. She is so absolutely beautiful. Her golden hair, illuminated by the moonlight, is extremely fine, as spun gold. Her face is graceful, with a trace of innocence, and her smooth white skin all but glows in the moonlight. I'm speechless. Her beauty compute. Her beauty does not compute. Does not compute. Her beauty completely takes my breath away. How did this happen? Seeing a girl wounded in a fight made me absolutely furious. Look, bro, Saber can take care of herself. She's tough. As I stand there, gawking, the girl remains silent, her hand clamped over her chest. I managed to quit staring pretty quickly. She lifts her head and lets her hand fall from her chest, her pain seeming to have eased. She looks directly at me. I don't know quite how to respond to that gaze. But then I notice something. Your wound's gone. The spear missed her heart, but it did pierce her chest. Yet there's no outward sign of a wound. I've heard there's a kind of healing magecraft, but she didn't seem to use anything like that. That must mean she can heal herself, no matter how wounded she is. My mind switches gears. I shouldn't be gawking at her. This girl is unbelievable, and I absolutely should not let my guard down around her until I know who she is and what's going on. Who the hell are you? I take half a step back as I ask the question.
何者も何もセーバーのサーバントです。
Oh, I have noticed the time. It's coming up to the 2-hour mark, so I think I'm gonna have to love you and leave you. So we will. Oops. So we will save. And yep, we'll save it now. And yep, that's our save point. All right. Oh, so we finally summoned Saber! Yes! The Holy Grail War has begun! And we've already been killed once! But it's okay, because we got better. But yeah, I think we're going to have to call it there, unfortunately. So, yeah. As always, don't forget to kiss your homies goodnight, and I will see you when I see you. Laters! Bye! Bye-bye! Bye! you.